How you doing, guys? It's One Piece. I don't really have a huge YouTube following, subscribers and all that shit. I just felt compelled to make this video because the fuck shit has to stop. It just has to stop. I'm watching one of my favorite channels, right? Vlad TV, and it has one of my favorite artists on there. This guy by the name of Hopsin. If you haven't heard of him, look some of his shit up, man. He's a dope artist. And the topic was about Drake and his ghostwriting shit, right? Now, the guy who's interviewing him is Vlad, and Vlad isn't really interviewing him. He's more like interrogating him. But Hobson is trying to hold his own, and he's doing he's doing an okay job at it. But I'm gonna come and give him some wingman assist. Here's the thing, bro. Drake is a fuck nigga of the highest order, right? Now, how can I put this? Drake came in the most opportune time, right? When hip hop is starting to go pop, and the white audience in droves has come towards it because of guys like Kanye West, which I love Kanye West, but he kind of opened the door for fuck nigga shit. The fuck nigga shit didn't happen in his prime area when he first came in his prime, but he opened the door for fuck shit to happen because you got a lot of people who actually don't know the rules and regulations of hip hop because there kind of are some rules and regulations. So they come in and they just accept anything. The white audience don't really give a fuck. They just want to hear some good music, but they don't understand that good music has to have rules and regulations. Otherwise, it will become fuck shit really soon. And that's what Drake is doing, man. People say, well, there's been other ghost artists that have ghost writers throughout hip hop, and that is true. But the people who were being ghost written for were all people who were transparent about it, right? Easy E, even in his lyrics, he would say how Ice Cube was writing his rhymes. Everybody knew P Diddy was notorious for not writing rhymes, but he would say shit like, "Don't worry if I write rhymes, I write checks." Okay, that's letting you know, hey, I don't write these lyrics. Dr. Dre, everybody knows Dr. Dre doesn't really write. He's a producer, right? And the list goes on and on with people who've actually had ghostwriters in this genre of music. But here is the difference, right? For lack of just a better word. Here's the difference between them and Drake. Drake wanted you to believe that he was doing all the shit on his own. He was not transparent, and had Meek Mill not pulled the fucking curtain and showed you the man behind that motherfucker, you would have thought that Drake was just that fucking good because he wanted you to believe that he was just that fucking good. Now, in the interview that you're probably going to watch after this, or if you watch before this, you see Vlad interrogating this guy about how, ghostwriting has been a part of the thing forever. And I just broke down to you how there is a distinct difference between Drake and other artists who have done this. Also, he says, Andy Warhol, didn't print any of, when they were making comparisons, he says Andy Warhol didn't paint any of his paintings, but he's still considered a great painter. But he was never a painter. First of all, he would pick out prints. And you should not be considered a great painter just because you can supervise shit. You know what I mean? You could, I like that one instead of this one. The person who actually did the heavy lifting should get their due, bro. Vlad's not the only one. You got niggas like, the number one fuck nigga of them all, Charlemagne the God. And he's one of them guys that he feels like because he makes fun of himself, that it shields him from being a fuck nigga because he doesn't care what you think. But that doesn't mean that you're not a fuck nigga, because these are the guys that are killing the fucking genre, man. They're gonna kill the genre. It's gonna die because they are telling the masses that it's okay for fuck shit to go on. Even with like gangster rap and it's like young thug shit and all that bullshit that's going on, these guys, Vlad TV and fucking Charlemagne the God and cats like these guys are the ones that saying it's okay for this fuck shit to exist. And they're selling it to the fucking masses that way. You know, if you didn't have the middleman, pushing this shit, this stepped on fucking, you know, diluted version of what hip hop is supposed to be, and then with a motherfucker who genuinely makes good music, who genuinely makes his own beats, who genuinely cites other artists that definitely should be holding the crown, and you say, whoa, no, that's let me point out a couple points for Drake, and Drake has no points. There's no reason for Drake to be held in any high regard after that shit. Now, I'll say this: does Drake make decent music? Yeah, he makes decent music, right? But Drake is WWE and Hopsin is UFC. When I was a kid, I loved watching the WWE, right? I didn't know it was fake, and when I found out it's fake, I stayed on for, maybe a year or so, but I grew the fuck out of that shit because I realized it is not a real portrayal of life. It's not how that shit happens. I don't stun you with 3 hitters and you just wobble around until I stun your ass. That shit's not real. You know what I mean? In real life, motherfucker, you get fucked up. We're gonna fucking annihilate you. And that's the UFC, nigga. Drake is fucking the WWE. Motherfuckers like Eminem, Hopsin, Royce the 5'9", Jay-Z. These motherfuckers who write their own lyrics. J. Cole, fucking Kendrick Lamar. Motherfuckers that write their own lyrics. That's the UFC. And then you got motherfuckers like Diddy. You got motherfuckers like Dre. You got motherfuckers like Drake. Who are the WWE? Are they great athletes? Fuck yeah. Do I want to get hit with a fucking table? Fuck no. Do I want to get hit with a chair? Fuck no. But it's not real though. They're doing it in the most safest possible fucking way that you can get hit with a table. It's an illusion, And don't get me wrong, there's some illusion involved with like the guys in the UFC a little bit. But, as compared, to hip hop. But I don't know, man. I'm 30, man. I'm the same age as Drake. And I feel like I'm in a culture where fuck shit is just acceptable, man. That's it. That's the end of my rant.